Vincent's going to go tell them that we're ready to go.
You guys out there listening to us? Hello, everybody out there in computer land.
In computer land. On the interwebs.
On the interwebs.
On the streams we've got.
Thank you very much for joining us. Here we go. We got Shane Van Boening and Eklent Kaci ready to kick it off to see who meets Mitch Edelman in the semifinal tomorrow at 1 o'clock.
Shane has won the leg. Plenty has come all the way back. He was on our first stream, I believe, and one of the first streams, and he got handed a quick loss over to the one loss side.
Fought his way back.
And here he is.
He's fought his way back this far. Worst he can do is 4th place. 3rd place. 4th place. 4th place. 4th place.
There's 4 players left.
4 players left.
Alex, Mitch, Shane, and Clenty. Thump. Great break. It looks look what's happened in the rack area. 3 balls have cushioned up together.
Did they leave the area and come back? Yeah, they left the area. Wow.
He won't be able to pick this up because 2 of the balls, I believe, are hanging on the rack. The 2 ball just kind of cozied up there and then settled right on top of the rack. And we don't have a referee here, do we?
Dwayne's around somewhere, I believe.
Dwayne is
John
somewhere?
is still here?
John has left the building.
I saw John. There he is. Dwayne's over on the left there.
Well, Dwayne is sitting there, and I don't know what they're going to do. They're going to call him or not call him, but they're going to try to move these balls.
Well, they try to get those out of the way. Shane started out here by defeating Chip Compton, Donnie Mills, lost to Mitch Elderman, went over to the one loss side. They got it. They got it already, huh? He got over on the one loss side, defeated Josh Roberts, Warren Kiamko, Ian Costello, Torsten Homan, Dennis Hatch.
Yeah.
And here we are on the bottom of the bracket here. Eklent Kaci. Where was he on the... Had a bye, defeated Omar Al-Shaheen. Nope, I'm sorry, he lost to Omar Al-Shaheen his very first match.
Shane is going to try to get below these balls. That 210 may have lined up.
Then he went on to defeat Andrew Deasing, Alex Olinger, Ronnie Alcano, Oscar Dominguez, Corey Duell, James Aranas, and Dennis Orculo. He beat Dennis, I believe, 9-0. Does that sound right? According to someone just told me that Kaci beat Orculo 9-0.
That doesn't seem possible.
Doesn't seem possible in an alternate break format.
But whatever.
And now he's facing Shane Van Boening in a race to 9. Alternate break 9 ball.
Shane called something. Either that or he was just cleaning off his glove.
2 ball off the 7.
Well, he certainly wasn't calling the cue ball in the corner pocket, but went right in as if it has eyes.
45 players began this on Wednesday. We're down to the final 4. These 2 gentlemen, Mitch Elderman, who's waiting in the wings to play the winner, and in the hot seat, Alex Pagulayan. The Lion is roaring this week here at Griff's Bar and Billiards in Las Vegas for the 2018 U.S. Open 10-ball championships.
Odd mistake by Shane to kiss off that ball and just go straight in the drink like that. I mean, that's really weird. Clenty had struggled on this table the one time he's been on, so we'll see if he has figured it out. It's been a couple days.
2018 U.S. Open 10-ball championships is sponsored by Rio Hotel Suites and Casino, Simonis 860 Cloth, Cyclop Balls, Acme cases, Predator 1080 Pure Chalk, and Diamond products.
We talked to Clenty earlier yesterday, and he was sure to tell us, as he missed that ball, sure to tell us that he is a pool player and pool player first. He started playing pool when he was 8 years old. He didn't get asked to start playing any kind of snooker until 2015. So here's a good case of a guy that's a pool player and pool player first that stepped into a snooker arena. And, well, he won this Albanian snooker championship, but he's a pool player. Pool player first.
And a good one, too, folks. A very good one. Future. I mean, this
guy's got it all.
His mechanics, his everything. He comes to the table and just shoots everything so good.
Unfortunately, he just missed a ball by, he hit it pretty firm, and I guess the pocket just didn't like him. It's a good shot if he gets the cue ball. No, that's a 4 ball is going to be available, but the 4 to the 5 is going to be tough from there. Oh, just roll this ball.
Let's see if we can get a good view of his mechanics here, as you can see him line up on the ball. He's about 6'5".
Is he that tall?
He's pretty tall. He's pretty tall. If you want to get in his face, you got to step on a.
Got to jump.
Step on a big box.
Got to jump. Yeah.
Looks like an athlete. "19 years old. How much of this ball can he can see this ball, so if he just pockets the ball,
slow
he can just
pocket.
pockets the ball, he has a shot on the 5.
That was not even close.
Hard to pocket. Didn't give up much.
Maybe he didn't have the whole ball to shoot.
He overcut it, which is
by a lot.
Yeah.
Cut it right into the
rail.
Right into the rail.
Did he just call it in the side pocket? I think he just called it in the side pocket. 1 rail. There he goes. He just called it again. I guess he's serious about shooting it there. He wasn't only serious about it, he got it done. Got the job done. Took care of business.
Tough shot on this table. And you can see just how tough it is. It's getting late. The weather has changed outside as the sun is set. And the balls are going to get more people came in and out of here. The door was opening. The table has changed a little bit here. Yeah, Clenty's pretty young, you know. He's not old enough to drink here. Probably old enough to drink in his native Albania. 19, 20 years old. Let's see how he holds up. I'm not sure how many times he's played Shane in tournaments. This is a little funny here, isn't it? He's got to cut this ball in instead of just cozying it in, and now he's got to come across and fade the side pocket. He's grinned a few times now. Perfecto. Stay off the cushion. Oh boy, just tucked that up.
What's he looking for? This isn't information, dude.
We saw a leave like this earlier, didn't we? Or somebody, I think it was Torsten.
Yeah.
or-
Yes. And he tried
And
to
there
go
you go.
around
Do you
4
see what
rails.
he's done here? He's checking the cushions, which is something we've been talking about like all tournament so far on
The other way.
this tough table. He's just touching the cushions, seeing what's going on, and it's seems to be the upper left cushion and the upper right cushion are probably the culprits. They go a little faster.
Oh, he's off the ball. I like coming off the ball towards that pocket to the rail, 3 rails up on top, and leaving in the middle of the table. The 10 ball to the bottom rail. He's doing it. Just barely nibble this ball.
And go 1, 2, 3 rails. How's that not go in the
3
pocket?
rails and all the way. How's that not go in the
I
pocket?
can't, if he just nibbles this, doesn't he go straight into the
I
corner
think it
pocket?
hits just between the pocket and the first diamond.
And then go around the
Yes.
long, short, long.
Yep.
How do you like this? This is what you have to be up against here.
Oh, he's thinking he might get a double kiss here. He might
this,
double
this,
kiss
this
this
is close
ball.
to the Jack Bryant shot. No, this is just a wing shot, I suppose. Well, why not call it? Got to stay out of the pocket.
Listen,
Well, he
pretty
left
good shot.
distance.
there's less distance and a steep cut. Didn't give it away. You're going to earn it here. For the first game.
Good shot. Well, obviously it feels like an unforced error. He flexed the cushions after he came off long.
He's not happy about not landing shape on that 10 ball. You know, that was pretty creative of him calling that 10 ball.
Yeah.
He didn't miss it by much. To sit there and know.
That's right.
It was
almost
in the
back
line.
cut it.
It
right?
almost back cut it. Yeah,
cut
he
on
came
the
by.
wing shot.
That was pretty in the moment. Thinking there goes the
Perfect
there they go.
break. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better break. The
This
cue
guy
ball
breaks.
just stopped and squatted, and nothing hit it. And the one ball decided to look him straight in the face, which is what you like to do.
Well, this is what first got my attention in Phoenix. Watching him break these balls like this. And when you see that break, it'll get your attention. This is a race to 9. Remember the 3 foul rule is in effect. These guys are all kick so good.
I don't even know if anybody's got 2 fouls. the way
No,
it's been going.
exactly. Nobody even bothers to go for the second or the third, especially the third. And they all been breaking wide open, so there's no clusters that you would go there. He's a little too straight for this shot to come off the rail for the 7. He might be best off shooting it, following it.
Following
to the side,
inside.
yeah. Because I don't think he can come back. I don't think he wants to shoot the 7-10 combo.
No, I wouldn't think so either.
But he does follow the ball to the
Get
side.
off the cushion. Now he can't stun. He goes
He's gonna
follow all the way forward and
Yeah.
out.
I think he can follow all the way forward and play the 9 ball to the left-hand side pocket.
The 9 ball to the left-hand side pocket?
Yeah.
The 9 ball is going to the corner pocket, isn't it?
Left-hand corner pocket, excuse me, I'm sorry. I thought he could follow all the way to the top there. I'm sorry, Freddie.
I even said it twice to make sure that I heard you correctly.
You heard me
And,
correctly. I said it incorrectly.
So as you can see here, him going on the cushion forced him to just to cozy it up and take a tough shot. He couldn't come in and out.
I'll try to plug in my mind to my mouth.
This
okay?
is a very nice shot. I mean, I know it seemed all that simple, but to go around without scaring any of the side pockets in a running fashion as opposed to getting on a check off the third or fourth cushion, pretty impressive.
We're tied at ones.
That's what happens when you break the balls perfectly. But he did have to negotiate the 6-7 to the 9.
Shane lost his match to Mitch, and early on, I think it was the second, was it the third? It was the third round, I believe. And so he had his fill of the one loss side. Oh no, Shane.
This one is dry unless the 3-ball makes it in. It does not. But no 1-ball. No 1-ball. Push out's going to come probably to the lower right where Clenty is standing.
Yeah. It was the third round, so he played a few matches over there too.
Push. There he goes. And I'm sure he's going to come over here and push it right to where he was standing. I don't think he's going to push over there unless he's pushing to a jump shot. But he's not going to push to a jump shot to Shane, is he?
Well,
he's looked at both of those places. Push out a jump shot or push out to the long cut to the left in the lower right quadrant.
the worst one of these players can do is $3,000.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Lose right now, you're out with $3 grand.
He is pushing to the jump shot. And you pushed out to a half ball jump shot, I think. Why wouldn't Shane shoot this? Well, the game has really changed, you know. Push out to a jump shot, and it's like it's got to be the right jump shot to pass back.
Well, Shane's passed it back.
He did pass it back. He got it there and looked. I'm a bit surprised because Shane's such a good jump
That
shot.
he would pass this back?
Yeah. Maybe he wants to see what Clenty can do, but Clenty being so tall, you know, both of these guys are tall enough to make a jump shot, and he's jumping off the rail,
Yeah.
so really simple.
Well, I've seen him shoot a few of these, and you know, this week and last, and he shoots these rather well. So,
Rather well.
this ain't no gimme. Very mechanical with what he does, and intentional.
It looked good.
And I know why he passed it back,
And
but he's giving up a shot.
He has given up a shot?
It looks like him.
Oh, he cut across? I guess, yeah, he can see it, I think.
Yeah, he can. You know, that almost sounded like I was saying he shouldn't have let him jump that shot. Maybe he shouldn't have, because he's.
It was either going to be in the hole or.
Shane could have had the same shot at making it, and maybe the same shot at getting safe. Because this is fairly safe, whether he has a shot on it or not. Shane motioned something. I'm not sure what exactly.
Somewhere
it was.
over there.
Yeah, he just kind of pointed down here, and I see. He's going to try to cut it thin, hit the rail, and go down by the 3 or come up for those balls to get behind him. This double kisses.
It might.
Yeah, it might. It's going to come off pretty quick, and the ball's going to be trending.
Oh, no, he had a lot of that ball.
Oh, he had room to make it. Okay. Wow.
He had a lot
Great
more
shot.
ball.
Whether he had shot or not, he did. It was still a great shot to pocket that ball.
Let's see the
That
speed here
wasn't-
because now he's just shooting this to the open.
That
Pretty
didn't work
sure
out.
that-
He
Pretty
something,
surprised.
something went a wire on that.
A wire.
Foul, a wire. That one, something went crazy there.
Awry.
You like my, you
A
like
wire.
that new word I
Like
just
it,
made?
I
A
like it.
wire.
A wire. I like it. All right. Looks like Clenty's going to rear back and fire this ball and go 4 rails around. Yeah. That's just boring there. That's boring. Didn't look like he could get to the 3 ball, so he just stopped it. And
If you want to
Took
watch the
it.
cue ball go
Took it.
4 rails around, we're in the wrong
Oh,
tournament,
I don't know.
and
See,
there's
we-
pockets on this table.
Oh, that's true too. And so, thin cut, up and down, and this is short. And, well, he's covered here.
No. How do you get to this pocket? He's look. It looks like he might have room to come between the 8-9. It hits. It looks like it hits the rail just above the 3.
Yeah, wow. Right between the 8 and
Yeah,
9,
between-
really?
Yeah, that's where he's aiming.
Wow.
How's that for leaving a
Wow.
window?
That's
It's a
just
two.
lovely.
It's a 2 3/8 inch window, and Shane drives the cue ball right through it, and makes the shot.
It's sick.
For you guys out there in computer land, internet, Interlandia, this will be the last match of the night. You'll have to go to bed dreaming about our voices and saying, get out of here. I sure hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Great shot by Shane. Looks like he got a shot on the 5 for the corner pocket.
What did he call? It sounded like he called something, but maybe that was somebody on the side. 9 ball he may have called.
We're picking up something, some kind of sound.
Well, they do have the mic over there, and there's more people out there, and they could be just talking. But it
Oh.
sounded like he called a ball here, maybe the 9 ball.
Yeah, it looks like he's playing the 9 ball.
That's
Yeah, it really looks
that's
like he's
in there.
playing the 9 ball.
That's a winning shot there.
I mean, that looked rather obvious. Once he played it. You know what I'm kind of picking up on is these guys, like to me, this would be a little stunt shot. You go to the rail and just get off the rail and play the 7 ball in the lower left-hand corner, like that. That's
Right,
I thought he was going to do something different and run the cue ball around for position. And I was saying, well, maybe that's what I'm doing wrong because I'll miss a shot like that trying to hold the position, and I wonder about it.
Yeah,
and I
but
wonder if that
meanwhile,
serves to the players.
Meanwhile, he got on the wrong side of this ball, I think. And now he's got to really pound this with the same type of shot. Out,
Just-
back
yeah.
to the side rail and
Mhm.
out, I think. Like, from where I'm standing by the monitor.
Yeah, it's a zippity-doo-dah. And he didn't pound it, he just stroked it. But he could have
Stroked
gone a
it.
little better. He could have also chosen to use higher English,
Gone the
gone
other
to
way.
the side rail, down to the bottom, and then up. Just makes the shot harder.
He's going to go across here and back. Oh, he's
Just across.
Just across.
See, I
Oh,
like
and
that shot.
He's on the cushion, but he should have no problem.
And I actually get upset because I leave the ball in the cushion. think many of you out there do too. Because I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. Shane just did it. Mr. Kaci appears to be disgruntled with the equipment, or frustrated, because he's not being gentle when he puts the balls on the table.
He's not. He's probably from that one shot, that one rack.
And
he's still thinking about it, and really at this point.
And you've brought it up on numerous times.
And one of the reasons was because of his match. Okay, so.
So you're trying to say he's still unhappy with
he's
the
still
table?
he may be still unhappy with that.
He has that break card.
Oh, and the cue ball was doing
Dilly.
everything it could to stay there. This is how he pointed there.
Yeah, but I was there until something moved it.
But you know that's what's going to happen with 10 ball.
Well, you got so many balls flying around the table. You hit them so hard, they're probably going to cross and hit the cue ball. I mean, we watched a great match last year between Shane Van Boening and Alex Pagula. And the final, Shane had the break. They were hill. He breaks the balls, stopped the cue ball where
any reasonable person would hope for.
He stopped the cue ball right where Clinty stopped his, and the ball came over and hit it in the side pocket. Alex had ball in hand, ran out, and wins the championship. Yeah. How do you like it? It happens.
It has, especially 8 ball and the pyramid racks are 10 ball and 8 ball, where balls are trying to cross to the center. Don't kiss that.
And right from the drink.
He's going to go crazy here. I'm surprised he didn't slap the cue on the table. That's what I usually do.
He respects his equipment.
I don't know. He's been banging it with the balls.
His equipment, I said. I didn't say that. I didn't say the house's equipment.
All right.
That's his equipment.
You're right.
I've been known to slam balls on the table like he just did a few times.
Uh-oh.
I get very upset when the table beats me.
Well, take a good look at that one. I've mentioned that type of combination before, and Shane did it. The cue ball, the first ball, pushed forward to a place where you can't make it anymore. That's a very careless mistake. Plenty wanted to check.
Make sure it's not froze, because in case he's kicking it in. He's a kick to make it.
Kick it. There you go.
Well, you make this ball, you still have a long shot on the deuce, but you execute the shot on the deuce and you got the 4 and you're rewarded with a rack.
I think he's going to make this.
I think he's going to make it. He did not.
Well, it's a good hit.
That's a high percentage shot for him.
Yeah.
And for most of the pros.
Yeah, it never looked like it was going to have a chance once it came off the bottom rail.
Right. He over.
Either a little English or he just, I don't know. 4 ball goes in the side pocket, so this rack sits a little easier than when I first looked, because it looked like it was all clogged up. But stopped this 2 ball. 4 ball is right there. I guess maybe I think it's a stop shot. You can never tell. That is a stop shot.
Look how nice this lays out. Comes back just a little bit. Stops it for the 6.
I think you want to get on the left side of this 6 ball, so you slide to the right for the 7 ball.
Let's see if he does that. If he just stops it and then follows and plays the 7 on the side. Yeah. But I think you're right. I think he'll come past it. Yeah, and now he comes over to shoot the 7 in the same pocket. Good call, Freddie. We're going to make a rotation player out of you yet, Mr. A-Ball. See if he draws it up above the 9 to shoot it in the same pocket as the 7, and then the 10, or if he follows it and just takes it. Yeah,
a little short.
That's more angle than you want to give, than you want to have.
There's the head shake. Do you give a half a shake?
Now he has to go the opposite side of the 10. Sorry about
You know,
that.
when he was running 8 racks and out, he had a little bit more calm disposition.
Well,
And this
Nice
ball
shot.
is, yeah, he said, let's just make the ball and take a tough cut.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't be a tough cut for a professional player.
Especially one of his height.
Yeah.
Because they can reach this so easy. They're so steady on it.
All right. Eklent Kaci
On break.
has tied it up.
These guys are
Slamming those balls down.
Making a statement here.
Two to two.
Making a statement.
No runaways yet.
These guys shoot too good to run away.
Stay here all night.
No, it only goes to 9. And these guys are by no means slow. Deliberate. What else do we call slow players? I guess
Methodical.
Methodical, deliberate, slow. These guys are none of those things. They are methodical.
A lot of balls down here.
And shot on the deuce.
Shot on the deuce, yeah.
Comes across for the. I think he's going to go down and back up for this 3-ball. Or he's going to go up above the 8. So he's got to beat the 4. I don't think he'll come between the 4 and the 10. He will come between the 4 and the 10. Wow, good shot.
Interesting.
Hits either ball, and you know.
It could be devastating.
It could not. It wouldn't work. Didn't have to, not work, but
he felt like no problem because he played it to a behind the back shot.
yeah,
He's good. Float the 4. The only question would be whether or not you're going to play the 8-ball in the side pocket.
and where's
Or
the
not.
7? Probably. Well, it wouldn't hurt. You could do it. You want to get on one side of the
Yeah, because you have to come
it
back up
works.
table for the 9. So
Well, if he goes up and gets above the 7 on the right side of the 7, then you know he's going to play for the side. He's going to play for
Correct.
the side pocket. Now he can either just barely move forward, so when he cuts it, it goes 3 rails long, or he'll come to the same side as where the 8-ball is, so he can just slide up off the 9. He's going to be in trouble.
because there's no line here once it passes, now he's going to have to go with right-hand English, so he's good. But that
Is he straight in?
might be. And of course, the side pockets are small coming that direction anyway, so hitting it firm is a little bit dicey. And he decides that he's going to slam it as hard as he can to slide over, and didn't get too far. Should
Yeah.
still be able to make this, right? I can't really tell how far that ball is. It doesn't look good from there, but
You can cut that ball. It's
Yeah.
awful thin, ghost ball. You can also bank that ball.
looks like he's going to use the same pattern that Kaci shot when his first game, 4 rails around. Oh, he cut that thin all right.
Overcutting.
And Shane is actually mumbling to himself.
Yeah, he got straight on that 8-ball.
Okay. Kaci gets to shoot this shot again, but
Yeah, it's a tough
He's-
shot.
he can go 3 rails, 2 rails, or 4 rails. He's already shown the 4 rail around, or just 1 rail. I think he was going to go with the 4 rail. He's going to come up
You better
short.
pick up some
He's going to get on
space.
top of it again.
We've been here before, haven't we?
Oh, he's going to hate this.
Oh, he'll cut this ball in. No, come back and look at it. You're okay. There you are. He's okay. See, this is no biggie.
He's flying
No,
this
he'll
ball.
fur climber.
He's got to make this for his psyche. Oh boy, how could you get there? Oh, well, I know how you can get there. Those top rails are kind of funny.
From here, the ball looks very makeable. I think
Clearly,
he's afraid that the cue ball goes straight to the side pocket. That's all I can think.
well, sure. I mean, he's
'Cause
flying this no
looks-
matter what.
It looks good from here.
He just adjusted his aim.
You know, you could shoot it into the corner, hang it up, and take the cue ball 3 rails and kick it in. We want to see a trick shot, right?
And then what happens when you don't hang it up? You got to make sure that you come up a little short.
If you make it, yeah, you want to use the rail.
That's-
Exactly.
You want to use the
You
rail.
come off the rail.
Be like you hang it really deep and
Piece
hit
of
the
cake.
rail.
I think he makes this ball.
Whatever the case is, he's got to figure out how to go around from the top to the bottom.
Although
or
I
else
finally
he'll
get
do
a
this.
view of the table, and it does look like it's up pretty high, and he is concerned about the side pocket.
If he scratches here, I think the fist pump on the table is coming.
I don't think he wants to break his hand, so.
I watched Ruslan do that one time.
Oh,
during-
yeah?
Oh my goodness, punch the table, and I thought, my goodness, you know,
Wow.
that table doesn't need to punch back; just stand still.
Made it.
He's made it.
Yeah, it didn't appear.
Well, he agonized over it, so
Well, I can see that. See, he plays better shape than I do, so he's not in that position very often.
right. So
I find myself in that position a lot, so I don't,
good point.
I don't
Good
have
point.
a problem with shots like that because I have to shoot them very often.
Mike DeShane in the house, and
Yeah, he came in
was
last night.
He was not on the list.
Oh, he was not on.
the
That's right. He
list.
wasn't on the 8-ball list, was he?
Strange.
I wonder if he's looking to
Well, it'd be odd.
take a hand at some of the big actions that's been going on these last few tournaments.
Clinty has taken the lead, but he looks like he's struggling. He's had the one fantastic break and run, and the rest of the time he's struggling. And
10-ball doesn't move. Balls are flying in continually.
that's a big break. That's a
Three balls on a
big
break.
solid break.
Now see, Mitch Ellerman doesn't hesitate here to bank this
Bank
one ball
ball,
in.
no.
I don't think he's going to hesitate either. He's looking at it. He goes, "Why not?"
Why not? Indeed, it seems like it's a safe way to play if he's playing the cue ball in the bank. But yeah, you're right. Mitch would probably he'd be banking all the way.
Already. And as I look at this bank, the cue ball banks, it will fly towards the upper corner pocket
And then
for a
out.
scratch. And he, no, well,
Let's see what he does.
you watch your speed. At worst, what you do is you two-rail it to the bottom, right about where that chalk is, on the left-hand rail. As you're viewing your screen, when I give you directions, that's where you view as you
Over
view your
there.
screen. Yeah, over there.
Over there. Here we go.
I just hit it over there.
Has he actually called this ball?
No?
Certainly feels like he'd just go ahead and bank this ball and get the cue ball somewhere down there.
He's playing safe.
Safe all the way. That's why he didn't
Yeah.
call it.
He hit it too thick, but he's left the safety. You know, he's left distance, and he's left the bank shot. If Shane so chooses to play it.
Yeah. Then he's got to work it to make sure he gets on the 3 if he's playing this bank.
That's a nice bank shot.
He called it in the pocket like as if he's cutting this
I
ball.
think he is
straight in.
cutting it. He is cutting it. He appears to be cutting the ball. It's awful thin. Inside English, just a hair. That's all you need. Overcut it.
Overcut it again. That's another overcut. Overcut the ball.
This is going to get ugly. This
Oh,
is going to look at the table. Help us out. Did that appear to kind of come over with a nap of the cloth?
It seemed it, but of
Yeah,
course
it
there was
seemed
no nap on this cloth. But it certainly seemed like
Well, the stretch of the cloth, I guess.
maybe the stretch of the cloth.
Yeah.
with a good view on it.
Yes.
So he'll just kick this in.
This is a good shot to learn. You can kick it in, but you're going to be on. You're going to be where the 1 ball is for the 3. Because if you kick it any harder, you're probably going to follow it in.
Well, instead of just kicking it in, he's actually going to English it in.
You know, he called that ball there. Had that come over and spun back up with English and gone in the pocket, it's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could that happen?
Maybe.
Probably not.
Maybe.
Probably not.
Not very high percentage, but maybe. Well, just like you were thinking, you know, if you just kick that ball in, the cue ball would be sitting right there. So
Yeah.
he aimed it parallel to the rail, used English and hit it firm. Instead of attacked that 1 ball from a different angle and hopefully come out, but he didn't make it anyway. But he couldn't just afford to slow roll it in there.
Well, see, my thinking on that shot was how many times do you hit that ball and you think you hit enough rail to avoid the scratch and it follows you right
Straight
in
in,
anyway.
yeah.
It follows you straight in. And you're sitting there going, oh, I hit the rail.
Shane needs to get on the 6 ball. That's the tough ball.
And that's the one right by his elbow.
He's going to be shooting this ball, the 6 ball up table. He's got to get there. This ball has come up short like over and over and over again, coming off
You know
the
you
multiple
are right,
rails.
it has.
How many times have we seen this shot?
Quite a bit.
Quite a bit.
I've yet to see anyone bank it in the side. Cross bank it, in other words.
Yeah. Crossover, whatever we call it. Oh, that ball. I'm surprised that ball went in.
It had going in English.
The old get in English.
Yep.
It also had get out English, which was try to keep it up.
Oh, it had get out direction with going in English.
Yes, there you go. I like it. Thumperoonie. Is he straight or does he have an angle to double a corner?
He can just follow it straight, but he'll probably come across. He likes to juice this out. No, he just followed it straight.
it. That was a nice follow shot.
You know, when you have a nice stroke like both of these players, those shots just look so much nicer.
Shane has tied it back up 3-3 and breaking. This is going to be the last match of the night. It's the only match of the night.
819 Fargo versus an 800 Fargo.
Yeah, it feels like if Clenty continues what he's doing, he'll be the best player in the world a year maybe, but he's right there already, you know, at 800. 800 is strong. There's only a handful of people who are at 800.
As of July 16th, it's an 818 versus an 802.
Ball goes in, and you can see the 1.
Shane is the highest rated Fargo rated player in the world. Mr. Kaci is number 13.
Really, there are that many people that are in the 800s. That's more than I thought.
Yes, actually, there's Mike DeShane's at 800, Levan Corteza at 800,
Yeah,
Alex 802,
Levan's not here. He was here last year.
Lenti is 802, Chang from China is 803.
That's Junling Chang?
Francisco Sanchez Reis, the one I've never heard from Spain, is 803.
Spain's best player.
Niels is 804. Dodong
Dodong
is
Diamond.
805. Biado who I don't think I've seen. I don't think I've commentated in his matches or seen him here that often. 807.
He was here last year.
Filler 809. Chang 807. Dennis 811.
What was Yash Filler?
809.
I would have liked to have seen him here.
Pinky Yong. I'm sorry.
Copigny?
Copigny. You go the other way? Okay. 812. Shaw is 814.
I thought Big Co. Yeah, okay, you're going up. Yeah, Copigny.
Shaw is 814, and then Wu is 815, and Shane at 818. Thanks to Mike Page, he puts that on Facebook every so often, and so you have a list as current as July 16th, and it had all of the latest tournaments prior to that.
Right.
So they worked overtime.
As of last week.
Yeah. As of last week. This came out on Monday, I guess, or the 16th, I guess it was. So, and it had all the tournaments that just took place. Found this on Facebook. Took a picture of it. Keep it in my files because, you want to have that at your convenience in case you do commentary for the U.S. Open. What I didn't bring with me, as Shane continues to run this table, and Freddie looked it up and got it for us, was the 14 candidates for
Good shot
the
here.
Mosconi Cup. Pretty much standard straight in to take a lead. 14 players that are Mosconi Cup considerations, along with the boot camps and evaluations and whatever else they're doing with these guys, are Corey Deuel, Dennis Hatch, Skyler Woodward, all here. Oscar Dominguez here. Billy Thorpe here. Brandon Schuff. Was Brandon Schuff here?
He was in the draw for the 8-ball. So
okay, here. Justin Hall. Donnie Mills is here.
Yeah.
Josh Roberts is here.
Justin Hall is not here.
Oh, okay, no. Donnie Mills, Josh Roberts, Mitch Ellerman, Chip Compton, Chris Robinson, and Tyler Steyer.
Shane ran that one out, I think, pretty comfortably. Clenty has to do the same to answer back, not just to answer back, but to get back an even keel.
Close to the pocket there.
This time he didn't hit it as cleanly, and no balls pocketed.
Dry break.
And Shane will have an opportunity to take a 2-game lead if he gets there.
Oh boy. Looking to see where to land the cue ball for the 2. He's not going to try to come. He can come up, but I see it's dangerous.
Just follow 2 or draw.
Well, it's dangerous to follow 2.
The 4 ball is big.
Yeah, the 4 ball's big, and
it's huge
found
now.
it. He found it.
Well, let's take a look at his face here, whether or not he's going to grimace.
Yeah, we already showed us where he wanted it.
Yeah, he's got the head shake going.
Yeah. He's already a minor jump, full cue jump.
He's already taken the extension off to get the cue a little bit lighter. Should have no problem jumping this. Making it's a different story. Looks like if he tries to draw it, 6 ball is right in the way. Looks more like he's got to come off the left cushion after the 2 ball. Looking for the spike. And there's the spike coming off the left cushion, and there he is.
Nice shot on the 3.
Very nicely done. 5 ball barely passes the 8, I believe. So I guess he could play a combination of the 5-8 if the 5 does not pass.
He can also follow this 3 ball a little bit, get on the right side of the 4, and stun the ball over to the rail and shoot the 5 in the same corner as the 4.
Let's see what he does.
In case it's too tight over there. He's going looking at the side. So if he goes over there and goes
just
too far.
Small window.
Mm-hmm.
Follow about 4 inches or so.
Yeah, a little more.
Something like
Did he
that.
get enough angle? He's got enough angle.
Well, he'll either stun for the 5-8 combination or stun for the 5 in the same pocket as you said.
Well,
Depends on what this angle looks like.
I think he's going in that area.
Decided to go following. And this is not going to be playing either one of those shots because he tickled the ball. Can he hold this ball? I guess he can just float forward, miss the 9 and be on the 6. But the 7 doesn't go up table.
He shot a shot like this, I think, in his last match that we commentated, and he brought the cue ball between the 7 and the 9. Do you remember? Was that him or somebody else?
Somebody
shot a
did
shot
that.
like that, and it was they hesitated. They looked at it for a while, and they executed it very successfully. He's going to go back and forth.
This is that one of those shots. Or does he have the angle? Does he have to go back and forth, or does he draw it up between the 7 and 9? Or does he just slide over and play the 7-8 combination and he'll lose the 7?
One
Looks
of
like
those
he's
three.
He's going to draw up. He shot something similar last
He
time.
can
He
bump
was here.
into the 9 too on the inside. No, he's just going
Playing
to take
from
the bank.
Interesting.
You know,
But
that's,
you
that's
know these
actually a
guys
smart shot because that's a very easy bank, as banks go.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a bank, none. But it's a bank, none. Still the bank.
Easy peasy. 3-railer. Well, thinking about it. Just got to guard against overhitting this ball. But even if he does, he can't really get into trouble, I don't think.
You could end up on top of it. That's about it.
It's coming.
The closer he gets, every inch is money. Good shot.
Stretching it out. It's going to be 5-3 in a second. Shane Van Boening lighting it up.
2-game deficit, or 2-game deficit and the break.
2-game lead.
Oops. I'm telling you guys, he's always correcting me. And I can't complain because, you know, somebody has to.
Yeah, Kaci broke the balls pretty well. Lost the cue ball a little bit and didn't make a ball. And gave Shane a nice look. And Shane happily walked through that door.
Shane does have a habit of opening the door for opportunity when it knocks.
Really privileged, some of us, to have seen Shane's entire career as he was a teenager. Then winning his first big one and then suddenly dominating.
There's a ball.
He has all kinds of
And then look at the 4 ball come over and say, I'm going to put you in jail.
Well, at least he can push out.
Yes. That's actually a great example of why the push out exists.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be penalized for breaking the balls and making one.
Let's see, as he push out to a jump shot on the 5 ball. Looks like it's tough to get anywhere else.
Is he going just behind the 5, or is he going all the way over?
Way there to push out to the jump on the 7 ball.
Jump on over the 7. Okay. He pushed it where he does not have to rely on speed. He used the 2 ball,
yeah.
to stop it where he wanted it.
Is Clenty jumping this or
I think he'll take it. I think he'll take this shot. He'll jump it and pocket it. Oh, he gave it back.
Already passed it back.
And Shane's wasting no time putting his jump cue together.
What are the odds here of him making this ball? To make, I think hitting it's not a problem.
Sure, 40%.
I'll go with that. I don't think he's favored to make it, but he's close to 50-50.
Yeah.
I'll hedge that a bit and say that he's.
Well, I'm glad you didn't ask me how I came to that percentage. What kind of math equation was I using? I figured it like you did.
Yes.
I don't think he's a favorite to make it, so I stayed under the 50.
In fact, he's going to go ahead and 2-rail this instead. He's calling the 1 ball in the side pocket. Oh, again, very strange that he wasn't even close to making a hit on that ball. Now that Clenty gets the ball in hand, he needs to walk through this door.
Well, here's a 19-year-old with a good presence of mind to know that he's collecting himself to run this out.
That's right.
Not just jumping up saying, my shot.
Right to the 7. Where's he going? Oh, he did kill it. But now he's reached over. He's tall, so he can reach this, but let's see where he puts his bridge hand. It doesn't even look like there's an issue there. I would have needed a step ladder.
That's why I think anybody over 6'2" should be barred from playing pool.
I'm in.
Keep coming.
Touch either short or long, one or the other. You needed to hit it softer.
Yeah, he went too far for the right hand, lower corner, and not hard enough for the left hand corner, for the upper corner.
And he gave a half a head shake. Now it looks like you have to play this where the 6 ball goes.
This shot, I've seen
either way.
I've seen a few players miss shots like this, and they usually miss them fat. So in other words, to the right side of the pocket. I don't think he'll miss it.
Nope, he did not miss it. Does he like that position?
Sure. He'll slow roll it and probably end up with the cue ball just to about where his hand is. Right about where his hand is. No, he didn't slow roll it. He spun around it. But he pretty much got the same angle. Now he'll come up and to the top rail on your screen. Shoot the 8 ball straight down the rail.
His angle is just funny enough. He wanted to go 3 rails, but now he wants to draw this ball.
That's what he's going to do. He doesn't want to be on the rail either. He wants to give a little angle so he can come over
for sure.
On the right side of the 10 for the 9 in the corner pocket. Upper corner pocket. I'm just guessing.
Well, the angle came up just funny enough that he'd already backed off. If it had been the straighter, he would have already shot this ball.
He's afraid of being straight in. He's afraid of going right in the side pocket.
And he is in the side
Ouch,
pocket.
and he is in the side
Corner
pocket.
hook. There's no.
Oh, my Lord. That's just a sick feeling when you do that.
Might as well have scratched.
I remember a game one time years and years, so many years ago, I don't even remember what year it was, in the 80s. I shot a shot like that playing Scotch doubles, and that's where I put my partner for the 8-ball. And we were playing 8-ball. He wasn't real happy.
No, like I said, the ball laid just funny enough that he stepped away from it, and that's what he ended up. Maybe need a little more spin or less spin.
Yeah, that's about it. You got to kick it across and try to
Kick it, hit it, come
Yeah.
across, come down table. Hope for the best.
I think he'll hit above the side pocket when he hits the rail and come down for the save. Oh, what's he doing now? He just called it across.
I don't think he can do this. He's close.
Well, there's something he's doing that he's sure of what he's doing. He knows what, some kind of trick shot. No, he's going this way. Okay. I'll hit above the pocket, come back and try to bank it across.
He's going to try to jump
No.
the point.
I've never seen this shot executed successfully. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a shot, much less executed successfully.
Well, if he's just corner hook, then he just needs to jump a little bit over the point. But you're right. I mean, this is just.
But maybe in Albania, this is a hanger.
He's going to jump over the 8-ball if he jumps off the point. He keeps on hedging over. He keeps on moving over. He's hit the ball, and I guess it's not a sellout.
You got a rail.
Got a rail. Oh, it's definitely not a sellout.
Doesn't bank him the side.
Nope, the cue ball is just past that line, I think.
2 rail safety. No. 1 rail safety. One rail to the middle of the table. Middle of the head
I think
rail.
Shane should rear back and fire this. Now let's go 1, 2, 3, 4 rails.
I actually would. If I'm playing, I'm going to shoot this ball in the upper corner pocket. I'm going to cut it down the rail.
Wouldn't bank it and play safe?
No.
See what he does.
That just got about 300 viewers saying, "I want to play you." If I can lay my cue stick and not be elevated over the 10, I would go for this ball.
Feels like a safe behind the 9 if he can get on it.
The percentage shot is to put it up on top, though, like this.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's your percentage shot. And a lot of the pros like playing those percentage shots. They pay off a lot better.
Indeed.
And a lot of the pros like playing the guys that go for that shot, too, I tell you. I'll just wait my turn and mop it up, guys. That's what they say. I'm not sure if he called that, but it looks like he's going for the shot. But if he played snooker for a while, this is, you know, they.
He's not a snooker player.
I didn't say he was, Freddie. I said if he played snooker for a while, he's probably this is a good safe shot. My whole point. I've heard you say he's not. You admits to being a pool player.
I know, but it's a funny thing because you know everybody's going to mishear you.
Okay.
The interwebs already believe that he's been playing snooker all his life and that he's
A snooker player turned pool player.
yeah, just because he's from Europe and has a title.
Because
and
Hangs it up.
hangs it up, but
Pockets are too tight to bank that ball. If you're playing on a regular diamond with 4.5-inch pockets.
that's probably would have gone, especially with newer cloth, a clean cloth.
Yep.
Yeah, it's almost like it's unfair that it doesn't go in. Pace
No,
was good
he
and all
didn't
that.
hit it good enough to make it. No, it hit about the first diamond. So, you know, but it could have gone on another table. My point was, it was a decent shot, but tough shots. Tough shots on tight tables. Those banks are a lot tougher.
6-3.
This train's getting away. Clinty just take a little break.
Oh, that's a good idea. Needs to come back.
We're back. As Mr. Kaci is back, we are back.
Yeah, he took a break there, and he should have. Not only to collect his thoughts, but maybe slow down Shane. Use the gamesmanship that nobody complains about. I think it's a good idea.
Maybe cool as jets.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, breathe.
And it's 6-3. It hasn't gotten away from him yet.
No.
As long as he can, if he can break and run this rack.
We've seen people come back from here. Lots of players come back from here. Not an easy task, but it's not time to give up either. Wow, look at this 4-ball. He cuts this, he comes across, looks like he hits the 5-ball just to the right of center. Wow.
There's a lot that could happen
Yes.
bad for him.
Yes. Now look at your 4-ball. See where the 4-ball is for position, where you have to be.
He's got to stand up here.
Yeah, see, he's
not good.
Yep.
The way he put that up, it looked like he was going to the 9-ball. If he misses the 5, goes off the 9, probably doesn't scratch because there's another kiss out. Or the cue ball just kind of hangs out there. Here we go. Let's see what happens with this cue ball. Might not be very happy in a second. Oh, nice job. He did a slow draw off of there. Just caught curved. It was a really pretty shot. He was able to hit that 3-ball with enough. Sort of like just curved out.
How's he going to get that cue ball back up for the 5? Does he have to? Can he accept the cut right there by where the 8-ball is if he slow rolls this?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
I think he's going to whack it. Low left-hand English, go around the world. One. Oh, he went with inside English. He's going to catch a point.
Oh, he
no,
went
he
around
did
the
good.
world.
He went the other. The world was rotating
he went
the other way.
counterclockwise.
Yeah, yeah. The drain goes the other way.
That's
on that
right.
one. Well, he's not playing Matt Edwards, so good shot.
Our New Zealand player.
Yeah, good shot. Just got to, again, guard against rolling this ball too far. See you later. Exactly what I said, but he bumped it okay, so he's all right, but clearly too far. Coming off the head rail. It's been pretty consistent. He did a like a hand, not a flip. I'm not sure what to call it when you kind of discussed it at.
Flipped it off.
Hand dismissal, you know, one of those like that. Make this ball 3 rails around, I think. Can he actually draw on this ball?
I don't like doing that. I like just draw. I think you just draw the ball and try to come out. He went this way. He played it in the upper corner. That's pretty
short cam coming up there. He's not gonna like this either. There's a hand flip. Always like the hand flip.
It's like, what the heck?
Yeah. Let's see. Because he has to get below this 8-ball so he can make it to the 9-ball after the 8-ball. My goodness. Don't get behind the 10-ball.
Good view of his stance, where his feet are, lined up.
Yeah, decided to come up short and go around.
He's perfect. Probably line up to hit between the first and second diamond on that top rail on the right. Now he's got the 9-ball to come down for the 10.
He just shot a similar shot, overhit it. Let's see if he underhits it now because of overcompensation.
Underhit it.
Just a little underhit. He should make this, but he is struggling with the speed.
No hill for a climber.
Okay, took care of business there.
Just Just made a statement, just in case you thought this table had me sharked. Not so much. So we only have 2 American players over 800 Fargo. Shane and Mike Shane. He's at 800.
Yeah, there have been a few that have been hovering right in the same area.
Yeah, Justin Bergman's at 793.
I think Justin Bergman may have been all the way up to 799, but I really can't remember, to tell you the truth. But yeah, right in that 790s.
And then the next American player is Skylar Woodward, way down at 783.
Good solid break by Shane. No shot in the 1.
You know what Fargo tells me?
What does Fargo tell you?
That the American players are not the best in the world. There's a whole list of them way above them. Close to 50 of them.
Yeah, we do not dominate this sport anymore. It's been a couple of decades at this point. The original team event for pool and billiards was the World Team Billiard event. The North American teams played against each other first, and it was assumed that the American team would just win that flight and go on to the World Championships. They didn't make it out of their flight, beat by a team from Puerto Rico that was put together just for it. Yeah, they put together a Puerto Rican team to be part of the North American team as its own team, captained by Michael LeBron. Every member of that U.S. team has gone on to be a Hall of Famer or a Hall of Famer to be. Should be no surprise back then, the world champions of World Team Billiards was the Philippines. Plenty's got a kick at this somehow. Maybe play the 9-ball. Kick behind and ticky into the 9. Is that what he called? There you go. Calling the 9. Well, if he makes this 9, cue ball should still be up table, and the 1 ball is going to be coming down table. This one should be easy because you normally scratch if you get below on the bottom side. So it didn't get below
he's
it.
gonna get safe.
Safe-ish.
Safe-ish. It came up a little bit, huh?
Safe adjacent.
Well, if he can't make it, he can bank it.
It's a pretty good shot.
It looks like he has a full ball. As I lean over to look around the 6 ball.
Can you get there? Let me see if I can help you out there. If you can shoot the ball into the corner pocket, can you even get to the 2 ball? 2 ball goes in the side pocket. Looks like crossing over is not a bad idea.
He's drawn back for it.
Here we go. And it's going to go perfect.
What a nice shot.
Well, the
cue ball control on display.
Okay, all right. 4 people clap. We like it. This is one of those balls here that destined to skid for a handful of people. You know, I've watched Shane for live for hundreds of hours. I don't remember one ball ever skidding on him. Alex, on the other hand, I remember a handful of balls that have skid on them. I only choose those two players just because they've been two of the top players for as long as, yeah, they're longer than Dennis has been around the States. I don't remember Dennis skidding a ball either. Isn't that strange?
And then you have some players that skid them
Skid
all the time.
all the time, right?
Yeah. Might have to do with the stroke.
Could be the stroke. Could be that he always uses maybe outside English. Or maybe always gets a roll on the ball instead of sliding it in.
This is interesting here. He's going to be playing the 5 and the 6 to side pockets. If he doesn't get just right on the 6, oh, never mind. I'm thinking he's got to go to the 9 ball from the 6, and it's the 8 ball that comes next.
The 8 ball is kind of the same problem, isn't it? He's got to get somewhere he can go up the table. That 8 ball's been hanging out there several times. Does he go 2 rails around and come up short again?
No, I think he's just going to hit it and come straight over and get close to where he is now. Yeah, I think you'll get on the underside.
2 rails around is going to come up short.
Yeah.
Unless he can make this inside pocket, but
Yeah.
we've seen this is a pretty small
yeah,
side pocket.
Yes, it is a
Yeah,
small
there you
side
go.
pocket.
He slapped the chalk.
You didn't get over. You didn't come off that bottom rail enough.
Yeah, it's been pretty consistent. This angle looks like he's
Now,
perfect in the side pocket, but
Shane plays a lot of one pocket. You spin this ball with right English, and you make it and come down for the 9. He plays a lot of one pocket. Plays a lot of everything. And the reason I say that is that makes this shot, familiarity in shooting this shot, that much easier. It's a money shot. Yeah, see?
good shot.
Where would the problem be? The problem is he got 2
Yeah.
straight. And that's what you have to guard against.
Let's see what he's got here. Well, if he aims low, he's dead straight on it.
Yeah.
Just
We'll see by his results how straight in he was.
That's right.
He is. Oh, that's a good look at it. And that's
he's
how good a
short, but
stroke
he'd rather
is.
shoot this than not.
Well, he'd rather shoot this shot than be on the rail. To get the 7 games. Not a problem.
7-4. I just said a little while ago that I've watched Shane for hundreds of hours. Somebody here just came up to me today to remind me about a match that I had commentated on Shane in 2008. 2008. It's on YouTube.
That's how long I've been commentating matches for Mitch Ellerman. Because we used to do it for the Desert Classic Tour down in Arizona. And he was playing in those. Lenny Marshall used to do the streaming. Meanwhile, Mr. Kaci to break the balls, trying to make sure he does a good job breaking them and get out, and he wants to move that 4 wins up to 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9.
My goodness. Big break. He's got a shot in the 1 ball. 2 ball is clear. He's got to get to it. 1, 2, 3. That's banging into the 7.
he going to go? He wants to come out 3 rails. I think he can come out 3 rails. His cue ball has to come out between the 6 and the 7. That's dangerous. He can get behind the ball doing that.
Yeah, the 7 is big time in play.
Yeah, it's big in play. I think he can do this. I think he can come right by it and come 3 rails for the deuce.
If he overcuts the 1 ball just slightly, I think he goes between the 7 and the 6.
Oh,
he tried to go with inside.
He held it up, and he did it successfully. It worked.
It worked. It worked.
It worked. He bumped the ball, but it didn't hurt him. Bumped him and didn't hurt him.
Well, he's got a good shot to get out now. Very nicely done. Five balls back up table, so he's got a bunch of balls to go around. But if he does, I think that's probably how he solves this rack.
Well, he can just draw into the corner there on the left side of your screen, come out 2 rails. Yeah. And that's exactly what he's done. I think he got just right on this ball, so he goes to the towards the 8 ball with the cue ball to play this 6 ball down. We're going to get a sign for the booth. We are not an information center. Just right. Oh, that's just lays perfect. Nice shot. Now a stop shot.
Is he stopping or is he following?
He's going to follow for the side pocket.
He's going to look at this and
come around again to get.
Yeah,
He'd like to be right where
to.
he's at. He'd like to pocket the 7 and have the cue ball where it's at.
And
he's there, just further away.
A little grimace there because going to the bottom cushions has come up short like every single time. Boy, he's got to scare the corner pocket, doesn't he?
Not really. If he can hit a diamond above the pocket. Easy.
And there goes the long on the end rail. But I think he's not going to be on top of the 10 ball again, is he?
He could.
This one seems like it's destined to be, right? Let's see if he remembers.
Now, the easiest way to play this is to come straight down the table. You should choose to use the bottom rail and come back for the 10. He can also draw 2 rails to the lower part of your screen and shoot the 10 ball in the upper left-hand corner pocket. There's 2 ways to play it. And he could also come closer to where his elbow is. Have this hit where his elbow is and come for the 10 ball in the other pocket. Different ways to play this. Whatever you're best with is what you'll go with.
Well, he's hit. Oh,
he hit it again.
He's hit it again. At least he hit it hard that time.
Yeah. And you ended up with a good shot for the side pocket.
The crowd is clapping, but he really got away with it.
Well, they're clapping that he didn't end up with bad position.
Stuck on the 10 again. Wow.
As he did prior. And they're also clapping because they want to see him win the game. They want a title match.
Sure. Shane's going to be breaking to try to get on the hill. Every game is huge, obviously, but if somehow Clenty can steal a game, he'd be breaking to tie it. Shane is looking to just waltz through this one, get on the hill.
For those of you, if you've joined us since we last said it, we are at Griff's Bar and Billiards in Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the U.S. Open 10-ball championships. I'm sure you know that because you bought the stream. And we thank you very much.
Just a fantastic break. Just every ball wants to go in. If he gets in straight in the 2, oh, it doesn't. And Shane was hoping that one ball stayed up, but well, there's just a safety here. But surely he wanted to just run out cleanly. Big time statement. He might bank it.
Yeah, he might bank it to the left-hand corner pocket.
Would that be a frustration bank? I mean, it
yes.
goes, but
no.
yeah.
Well, he won't because the score is 7-5.
Right,
he banks
right.
this, loses this game. He's
exactly.
Yeah, it's all of a sudden could be tied by the next time he comes to the table. No, so he won't.
Well, he'll bank the 2 ball out of there. Pretty good. There's no one rail kick. Well, there is a one rail kick, but not across. I thought he'd cozy that up to the 10 ball, but it did stop way short.
Yeah, and actually reading the angle to go 2 rails at this 2 ball, it's a tighter angle. I mean, it's a tougher angle to read. He has to hit just above the corner pocket, and hit the bottom rail, and then come up for the deuce.
Oh, he's
going one.
Yeah, he's got one rail kick because the cue ball didn't get up to the 10 ball. In fact, if you probably look at the other side, it's probably a good. It's probably farther away than it looks from here. The cue ball to the 10 ball.
Oh yeah.
The question is whether he's kicking this 2 ball to the open.
If he kicks it towards the pocket, he probably ends up behind a 3 or 4.
Something's got to hit the rail.
You guys heard the call. He says 2-ball corner.
So he's going to hit this hard enough to get down there. The one rail kick is often tougher than the 2 rail kick.
Sure.
Because of that automatic, almost there's an automatic correction on the margin of error is greater on the 2 railer. But I certainly wouldn't have expected him to miss the ball.
She came up enough. You want to come up a little more than that, of course. Doesn't want to be straight in, but he doesn't want. He's fine. He's fine.
I think straight in is okay too.
Yeah, because then it doesn't matter. Yeah.
But this is right because he wants to be above that 5 ball. It does again. Yeah, you're right. You know, it just doesn't matter because straight in is the 6 ball's hanging.
You know.
But he still went above that 5 ball. And I guess it's not too far above. The 10 ball can keep out of play. I think. I say that, and he puts it right into the 10 ball and up and out.
That's right behind the 10.
Did he get there?
Can't tell. Wow, it's tight.
It's close.
That's wow.
Yeah,
I didn't think he had that much angle on the fact that he couldn't just stop it up there on top.
Exactly.
Yeah. But he's okay.
He's okay. He's there. What's going on here?
These guys
he's reaching for a towel to.
Yeah, when they go across, when there's a ball between their object ball that they're playing shape on and the cue ball, they don't like crossing behind a ball because invariably they get behind it.
Well, I'll bring it up again. Coming off the bottom rail, it's come up short. And
yeah.
You know, I'm sure it's tough to remember that when you're in the middle of shooting.
Yes.
You just think it's speed, and the speed is this. Let the arm go. And then end up shaking the head afterwards, like, how come that was so short and the other one was so long?
And this to get on the hill.
Very nicely done. After a missed kick, a decent safety, but really, Kaci should have at least hit that ball. Well, he's got to do something to stay in this match.
Eklent Kaci. Well, there's no tomorrow. Either you settle for
No tomorrow for the 10
for
ball. At
fourth
least.
place, or you win this game. And hope Shane lets you back to the table.
That's right. Needs
And
the big
folks,
break and balls down and on the one.
I heard this once when I used to work for a living. Hope is not a strategy.
Hope is not a strategy. Hope is not a process. Clenty got just what he needed. Made a ball or two in the break. Easy on the one. Wide spread. He really needs to run this out cleanly and then hope he gets back to the table.
Will you go 2 rails forward?
Well, he's already hitting low, so probably not.
No, he came one and came one. A little bit too far.
Too far. Interesting.
He's all right. But see now.
Now he's got to work.
Yeah, well, now he has to make sure he misses that side pocket when he hits the rail.
Miss the 6, miss the
the
side,
6. He might
get
use
on the
6.
3.
He might just hit the rail and hit the 6.
Well, you'd hate to bump a ball here when everything went.
And he missed
And
the
he's
side.
going to be short. Pretty good. He's one of those
okay.
to the side and out.
This will have some draw on it. Did someone just turn on? Oh, I guess it was
The air conditioning?
the lights. Well, yeah, it is. It is a little cooler in here.
Good recovery on that shot. He's come all the way back down to where he is so he can play the 5 ball up table.
Yep.
Yep, he's got to come. Well, he's not complaining. So he must have a better angle than it looks like from my side.
He's coming across for the 6
Right.
ball. And a little bit of left-hand English here to come down for the 7. Just don't get behind the 10. It's fine.
Don't miss this ball.
No, there is that. Because then the shape's no good to you. Oh, he hit
He's
that
good.
beautiful.
That's good. No rail there.
Cuts the balls down the rail. Him and Shane both do a fantastic job of coming down the rail. Well, that's
Professional player is supposed to be doing that.
That's right.
He's trying his best to get on top of the 10 ball again.
Well, he did his job, it looks like to
That's
me.
right.
He did what he could to put another game on the board. Now it's up to Shane.
Big pressure here because it's only one service break. Shane needs to just break and run this out. Clenty is hoping for a chance back.
If there's a chance that, Clenty can come back to the table and win the game, he's on 7 and he'll break on the hill. And by the time, and Shane might not get to shoot again if he makes a mistake.
Here we go.
And if he breaks and runs,
Then
Mr. Kaci's in the chair and he gets to stay there.
That's right, it'll be it.
He can get up to shake his hand, but that's the only reason he's going to be getting out.
Tomorrow's final will be a single race for those of you wondering. Extended to 11.
And Alex Pagulayan is waiting for the winner of this match and Mitch Ellerman.
Well, interesting that Shane seems a little upset there. A zillion balls went in. He's dead straight in the 2.
He has to come back for the 3. Just if you can get the cue ball right back where it's at.
Right.
It's funny how many times I say that a lot and I see that a lot. The shot prior to the your next position shot is where
Is
the cue
the
ball
position.
is. Sometimes it's where it is. Yeah, is the position you want to be in. So just put the cue ball back where it's at. And Shane does a good job of it. Oh, he's got to come back a little bit again because he can't go forward. He's straight.
Straight back here.
So he just draws the ball back 4 inches. He's good. He had a lot of room to work with that.
Right. Really, it's just let your abilities do it.
Stay to the left of the 6. That way you can cut the ball, go two rails
right at it.
The 8.
Just got to watch your speed here. Because it does go faster this direction. He's got it. He hitched his stroke down. Looks good.
He can just stop the ball there, or bring it up just a hair, so he can play the 10 ball in either corner pocket. Just like that, perfect. Now
he drew a little bit. He's not going to get a concession because he drew just a hair more than. Had he drawn just, I think, 4 inches less, he would have gotten a concession because he'd have to roll it around here. And he's going to come up a little short because it comes up short on 3 rails around. But if he doesn't make this, I think he's going to be shocked.
We have seen.
We've seen this one missed a whole bunch of times.
Yeah. Pros don't miss this too often.
And Shane has taken his time.
This is for the match and to send us all to the bar.
Very nicely done. Shane Van Boening moves on to face Mitch Ellerman tomorrow.
1 o'clock.
And we'll see you tomorrow, folks.